I must say that the sister Tawfiq or Bukola, Justin mom, is an influence. And I said, bring your husband. Is the husband here? Where's the husband? Who is the husband? I want to meet the husband. Where is he? It's not here. So I want to congratulate the brother Abdul Hafiz. His name is that he has a good wife, mashallah. He has a wife that has the skills to raise good children. And may Allah Ta'ala bless your family. And may Allah, and I did not say this to big the sister because I never know the sister. I never met her. I don't know her. I just met her today. So don't say, oh, maybe you know the sister. And I don't know the sister. I just met her today and I was looking forward to meet her. For she knows how to say, can I call you now, sir? What time is the best to call you? Is it okay to talk now? No. Whoever knows how to do that. And I want to compare her to another guy who called from another organization. And he didn't know how to talk. And I said no to him. End of story. Boom. End of story. Between him and the person who is inviting, something must be missing in the line. Káfa wá ṣe wá sí fún un. Nígbà tí ṣe wọ́ ló kọ́ńkéwú bí ò bá wá ẹnìkan ni ó máa lose nínú ẹ̀mí méjèèjì. Ẹni tó bá já àfáà nínú ẹ̀mí méjèèjì ni. So bó bá ní ìdíkà gbà lọ́dọ̀ èèyàn kan, ìwọ lọ́ọ́ máa bọ́ ṣe gbà lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Tí ìbá ṣe pé ẹni ní wá sọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀, if that person is not coming to you, you better grab benefits and don't let it go. If you are wise, okay? So I said no to that brother. And the way I said no, another person now contacted me in the same channel. I told the person to take it easy. Maybe I'll get back to the person. So the way you talk can make or mar benefit. The way you talk can make or mar benefit. Islam that you want to talk about today has come to establish benefits. If someone asks you, what is the reason why God has made this religion and call it Islam? Tell them, if you don't know anything, that God has modeled Islam to be a venue for benefit. So anything that is going to attack benefit or destroy benefit, Islam will make that thing automatically to be haram. Let's give us an example. Al-khamsatu ad-dururiyya. One of the things that Islam has come to protect, it is the blood of man, the human life, the sanctity of human life. Islam has come to protect human life. Now, anything that is going to harm human being, Islam has frowned at that thing. Let me repeat that because this is a recording. So that can go out to people who have doubts in their mind. That why is that religion a bloodthirsty religion? Why is he a religion that is killing people in Manchester and in London Bridge and in this and that? So that people can make independent, brilliant judgment by themselves to know that Islam is only for what we are about to talk about. Even though we can't talk about it completely. Islam, on a day, Isa sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam was sitting. And he was in a majlis, in a sitting where he sat with his companions. All the companions, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Mu'ad, Khalid, all of them were sitting there with him. قَدْ جَاءَ رَجُلٌ. A man came, his ear was exceedingly black. His clothes was exceedingly white. لَيْسَ عَلَيْهِ أَثَرُ السَّفَرِ. There is no sign that that man was a traveler. He came to the majlis. He approached him sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam was sitting. He sat with him. And he used his two nails to touch the nails of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Meaning he was looking at him like that. Wait, let's stop there. What's that saying about his personality sallallahu alayhi wasallam? He's telling us right now before we go ahead that his personality, as big as it was, the Prophet of Allah was a personality that was accessible to people. He wasn't a big guy who used to say, some people have to fill the form before they see me, right? And he doesn't have so much security guys that who say, all right, oh, the boss is busy, you can't see him right now. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam was an humble personality that a strange man could just enter from the door and go straight to him and sat on him on the floor and put his two nails directly towards his two nails. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Hey, Ya Imam. Hey, your big sheikh of big knowledge. Hey, oh, you have all the status in the world. You are the prime minister, you are the president, you are this and that. Calm down. Calm down. If he, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was that accessible to people, why are you cutting yourself away from the people? Why are you cutting people away from yourself because of their evil? He said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Ala akhbirkum lima tuhrimun nar. Should I tell you one man that Allah Ta'ala has made the hellfire haram for him? Should I tell you? And the companion said, Bala ya Rasulullah, tell us, who is that person? He said, Hurimatin nar ala hayyin lahyin. The man who is simple, easy, when he fights with the people and people go and said, please let us finish the fight, he said, okay, let's finish the fight. When people do something wrong to him, they do something wrong to him, he forgives people out of his own place. He says, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, al-hayyin la'yin, the man who takes things easy on himself and upon the people, Allah Ta'ala will make hellfire haram for him. He will not enter the hellfire. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. He didn't stop there. Hayyin la'yin, the man who is gentle on himself, is taking easy on himself, but he also takes it easy on people. He gives people excuses. Oh, Brother Khalid, I didn't hear from him, he didn't call me. Maybe Brother Khalid was in the hold up driving, rushing to meet you. Oh, but he's reading my WhatsApp message. You know, when you read the WhatsApp, it's showing green. He's ignoring me. He's not ignoring. Maybe he's cheating. He's cheating driving. You know, people cheating when you're driving. The cheaters, when they're driving, are people who are using their telephone right now, because it is not right for you to use telephone while you're driving in this country now. So when you are driving with your phone, you're cheating. Maybe Brother Khalid was cheating. You know, when you are driving with one hand, you can't type on the WhatsApp message, right? But you can read it. To the other guy, oh, why is he ignoring me? He doesn't know Brother Khalid is driving. Islam wants us to give 1,000 excuses when you are not certain about something. 1,000 excuses. Tell him what you have said about Brother Khalid. I don't know him to be like that. I know him to be a good guy. I don't know him to be what you just told me. Maybe this. I don't know him to be. I know him to be a good guy. Because what Islam wants us to do in the first place is, anyway, to deal with people based on what you know about them directly. Deal with them. Deal with Elijah Savage with what you know with Savage directly, not what someone else tell me about him. I don't care what you say. All right? Now, this man with exceedingly black hair and a white thobe went to him and he sat with him. And he said, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Muhammad. He didn't call him Ya Rasulallah. Ya Muhammad. He called him by his name. In the Quran, Allah Ta'ala mentioned the way we should call him. You can't call him Ya Muhammad because it's not just a man like that. The companions will not say Ya Muhammad. No, they add the respect. They have giro for him. They will say Ya Rasulallah. Even his enemy, Walid ibn Mughira, when he wanted to embarrass him, when he wanted to embarrass him, he didn't say Ya Muhammad. He said Ya man ladhi unzila alayhi dhikra innaka majnun. Even though he wanted to abuse him, he said Ya man ladhi unzila alayhi dhikra. Oh, you, the one that the Quran has been revealed to. You see, no one calls him Muhammad, but this man called him Ya Muhammad. So the companions, they look at themselves. Who is this man calling our prophet Ya Muhammad? And then he started asking him questions. And the Prophet ﷺ was giving him answer. The first question is, Oh Muhammad, tell me, what is Iman? Tell me, O Prophet, what is Ihsan? Tell me, when will the time be established? And then he asked him so many questions. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The way he was asking, he said to him, tell me, ikhbirni anil Islam. Tell me what is Islam. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله. Islam is to bear witness that there is no deity. Don't say there's no God. That's not the way to interpret it. There is no deity or God to be worshipped in truth except Allah. That is Islam. The man who is a stranger was asking the question. Who was the answerer? Who was answering? The Prophet Muhammad was answering. Who was answering? The Prophet was answering. And he said, and to also say, wa anna Muhammadan Rasulillah, and also to testify that Muhammad is the Prophet of Allah. Wa tuqimus salah, to establish the prayer. Wa tu'ti zakah, to pay the zakah. Wa tasumu Ramadana, and to fast in the 9th lunar month of the Hijrah calendar, Ramadan. Wa tuhijju, wa tahujja al-bayt, and to go on the pilgrimage to Makkah and Medina. In istata'a ilayhi sabila. Faqala sadaqt. And this man who was asking the question said, you have spoken the truth. Again, the companions look at themselves and said, oh, he's asking him a question, he's giving him answer, and he's also telling him, you have said the truth. This man must be a teacher, he must be someone else. Okay? And they said, فَأَجِبْنَا إِلَيْهِ يَسْأَلُهُ وَيَصُدُّقُهُ. We were surprised that this man was asking the question and then is also marking him right. And the man did not stop. They said, "Ikhbirni anil iman." Ya Muhammad, tell me what is iman. Tell me what is iman. And he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "An tu'minuna, an tu'minu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wa qadarihi kullihi khayruhu wa sharrihi." Iman is tu'minu billah, is to believe in Allah, number one. Number two, wa malaikatihi, to believe in the angels. Wa kutubihi, to believe in the books that he has revealed. Wa rusulihi, and the prophet. Wal yawmil akhir, and the day of accounting. Wal qadari, and the destiny. Kulluhu khayrihi wa sharrihi, the destiny, all of them, whether the good in them or the bad in them. That is iman. And the man also said, sadaqt, you have spoken the truth. This hadith of Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu, many of us will read this hadith, but we never analyze it. We let it go, especially our Nigeria affairs. We just read it basharan, and we just let it go. We don't take time. This hadith, we can start explaining it for another 1 week. But I'm going to give you a summary of it, so that if somebody meets you on the way, my young sisters and brothers, and ask you about Islam, you are comfortable to tell them about Islam upon the tongue of Muhammad. Upon what tongue? The tongue of who? The tongue of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The blessed tongue. The tongue of blessing. Sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. So, the strange man also asked, "Ikhbirni an as-sa'a." Tell me about the time. But I won't go to the time. Okay? Let's stop at al-Islam and Iman. That should be more than enough. And your topic today is Islam, my deen, and my word. If Islam is your deen, meaning you have chosen Islam to be your religion, o ti gbà pé Islam lẹ̀sìn rẹ. Allah Ta'ala now says, "Al-yawma akmaltum lakum dinakum." Today, we have perfected your religion for you. Meaning that, ma faraktum shay'in, we have not left anything in your world, in your life, meaning your life, that has not been taken care of in your deen. Islam, my deen and my word. There is nothing in your world, in your whole life, all right? That's the way to interpret this topic now. I think it's making sense. Is it making sense now? Say big yes. Is it making sense? Yes. All right. There is nothing in your world, in your life, in my life, in your life and your world, except that it's been taken care in your deen, in your religion. So if you want to ask me the question, what do you want to do in your private life, in your public life, except that Islam has got something to say about that thing? And Allah Ta'ala mentioned Jalla wa ala in Quran 42 verse 13 in Surah Ash-Shura. Allah Ta'ala said, شَرَعَ لَكُم مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا وَصَّى بِهِ نُوحًا. And we have indeed made the Sharia for your religion the way we have given to Nuh, Prophet Nuh. وَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ وَمَا وَصَّيْنَا بِهِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَمُوسَى وَعِيسَى أَنْ أَقِيمُوا الدِّينَ وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِيهِ. As the way we have given to Ibrahim, Moses, and Jesus, an Akimuddin, for you to establish a way of life that is religious, وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا فِيهِ, and do not divide and do not move away from it. الدين بالمعنى الطريق. Your religion with the meaning of the way of life that you want to live. And he said in the hadith of Umar, when the man with the black and the white thobe left, when he left, people asked, Ya Muhammad, O Prophet of Allah, who was that person? Who was that person? And he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, that was Jibreel, the angel of God. Jibreel. Ataakum yu'allimukum dinakum. He has come to teach you your religion. So, do I need, or does he need, or the Imam of Mecca or Imam of Medina to define Islam the way it was not defined? We don't need to. Because the definition that Jibril gave to Muhammad was the heavenly definition. Was what? Which is perfect from Allah. Jibril, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, he is the only messenger or angel of message from God. The only. He is the only one God sent to Abraham, to Moses, to Jesus. So all the gospel that Jesus brought in the Bible, the same angel Gabriel gave Jesus. The same angel Gabriel who gave Jesus the Bible is the same angel Gabriel who brought the whole of the Quran. Is that good information? Say yes, big yes. All right, let's repeat that. The same angel Gabriel who brought the Bible for Jesus is the same angel Gabriel who brought the whole of Quran for. So why do we have some people who are Christians and we have some people who are Muslims? Ta-da! So if the source is the same and then the action is divided, there must be a problem with the practice. Do you agree? Yeah? If Angel Gabriel was the one who brought Jesus, the Bible, and Muhammad, the Quran, and some people say, we are Christian, we believe in Jesus, we believe in Trinity, and some people say, no, we are praying, there must have been problem in the chain of narration. And that's why we say to the people today, the way Allah Ta'ala said to them in the back, do not listen to the people. Don't listen to the back, what I say, what he says, what everybody says, what Imam of Mecca and Medina say. Listen to what has been revealed from God. So Islam, the way Jibril defined it, is to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That is number one. Okay? To establish the salah, to pray 5 times daily, to pay the zakah, to fast in Ramadan, to do the hajj for the one who has the right. Okay? And to believe in Iman. Because the second level of Islam is Al-Iman, which is the pillar, the role, the something that polish the whole arkan of Islam. Now, when Allah Ta'ala mentioned that we have indeed made for you your religion the way we have made for Nuh, Ibrahim, Musa, and Isa, and Akimuddin wala tatafarraqu fi. When this ayah was revealed, it is a pointer that you and myself cannot create religion by ourselves. So there is nothing you and myself can do except that it must be evidence in the scriptures. In the scriptures. It must be from the scriptures. So if you want to do anything Islamic, and it's your deen that you take that defines you. It defines everything you're doing. It defines your way of life. When you want to eat, you know how Islam has told you to eat. When you want to dress, you know the way Islam has told you to dress. When you want to do business, when you want to interact with your family members, Islam has got definition for everything. Now, the problem we are having will be that how do the Muslim take their deen? When you say Islam my deen and my word, how do you take it? Is it truly your deen? Allah Ta'ala now says in Quran, there's an ayah, Inna solati wa nusuki wa mahayaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alameen wa bidhalika umirtu wa anna awwalul muslimun. Surely, inna solati, my prayers, wa nusuki, and my sacrifice, wa mahyaya, and my living, wa mahmati, and my death, lillahi rabbul alameen. Guys, that is where we're going to stop today. That ayah has actually defined the A to Z of what your religion should be. It should be the entire aspect of your life without leaving one on the side. So anything you want to do, your salah, the prayer that you do. As we know, the prayer is one of the arkan, the pillar of Islam. It's just a pillar. The pillar does not complete a house. This is a pillar. All right? That's a pillar. If these pillars are there with no roof, this place we can't sit there. So, what are the roofs that you need to put on the pillar? Islam, my deen. Meaning that you have subscribed. Did I pronounce that well? Subscribed. Okay? You have subscribed to choosing that way of life as Muslim. So, for example, let's take an example. For the girls, Allah Ta'ala has mandated for you to wear the hijab. It's religious. It is part of your religion. You can't negotiate it. I know it might be a little bit challenging in the Western environment, but it's not challenging if the engine room inside you is strong. What I mean by your engine room is what we call the self-esteem. Say big yes if you believe. Yes. Self-esteem is how you see yourself, how much you like yourself. How much do you like yourself? That's self-esteem. Has Islam got something to say about this? Say yes. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he did build the self-esteem of people around him. He never killed people's confidence. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He will give kunya to a young boy to build his confidence, self-esteem. He would honor somebody publicly when they do not even deserve it, self-esteem. He would tell people, Kul khayra aw liyasmut. Say that thing that is good or just keep quiet, self-esteem. Because if you say that thing that is positive, there is nothing that will happen to your subconscious mind except that something will just happen and then you become just confident. The research in the Western world has shown when you say something positive, the way Isa sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Kullu li khayra. Say good things, say positive things. He said it already. In the Western world, they said, if you say words that are positive, naturally, you will be happier. So if you wake up in the morning and said, I like myself, 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 and you keep mentioning that to yourself, automatically your self-esteem will increase. All right? Say Allahu Akbar. When you go to work and you're going for an interview and you're lacking confidence and you're being nervous, like Taufika was a little bit nervous here, just say before you get to the stage and said, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, and automatically your self-esteem will grow. Is this against the sunnah? La. Why? Because He sallallahu alayhi wasallam has commanded in many sunnah, say positive things. Be positive. Somebody will call himself Abu Harb, the father of war. He will say, no, that is not a positive statement. Change that to a beautiful word. Even somebody who called himself Abu Turab, out of the love for death, said, no, change that. That's a little bit negative. Call yourself something beautiful, something good. And he would practicalize that himself by calling people good names, including the younger ones. He will give them kunya, Abu Abdullah, Abu Mas'ud, Abu Jafar, Abu Mu'ad, honoring the young children. How do you think a young child will feel when you say, Baba Mansura, Ya Khuluthumi? That boy will feel like he's also like a grown-up man. Psychologically, his self-esteem will grow. His personality will grow. How do you think the boy will grow up when you big him up all the time? He will grow up a confident personality. He will grow up a confident person. When that sister wears the hijab and she goes on the street as part of a deen, Islam deen, the deen that she has customized for herself. When she goes out with the hijab like my girls do, she will go out and face the crowd and be confident because the engine room inside her is more than that hijab. The brain inside her is more than that hijab. She will talk with confidence, and then people will see her as somebody who can make changes and transformation. Islam, deen. Your deen is a way of life that you have chosen not only for your life, but also for the hereafter. So Islam has come as a religion that has come to make us remember that this place where we are temporarily going to be there. And then it will give us the opportunity not to lose here and not to lose the next place where we are going. Now, the things that we mentioned, they were just pillars of Islam. Let's mention one or two things that are the covering for the pillar. Things that you can use. And let us stop at one topic. What did he use? Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Don't forget, when the Quran was revealed to him in Mecca, he was not confident enough to read in the city of Mecca. He used to read in outskirts of Mecca, in a place called Ad-Darul Arkam, in a small house outskirts of Mecca. He could not read in the city of Mecca like we read the Quran in the city of London today. He was not opportuned to read in the city of Mecca because of the enmity, because of the attack. And note, the lesson from the attack is there is nothing good in this world. This is hikmah from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the salaf. There is nothing good in this world except that it must be attacked. So if you're a good girl and you hear me high, you must be attacked. That there is something of benefit that will not be attacked in this world. There is nothing. Allah Ta'ala has not created that thing. For He sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, for every good Allah Ta'ala has created an adullah. Every good thing. So because of the enmity that he received in Makkah, he used to go to Darul Arkam and recite the Quran for people. Do you think that he sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do you think that people embraced Islam from him because he was reciting Quran to them? Do you think? Because they were not interested in listening to the Quran anyway. They were not interested in listening to his Quran. They used to believe that he was a magician. He was a majnoon, a crazy man. They didn't want to listen to his Quran. They did not accept Islam from him because of the recitation of the Quran. They accepted Islam from him because of his persona, his personality. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he used to be good to everybody. And that's why we say, if you want Islam to be your deen, and you want that deen to fill and to rob and to polish your world, to make your world a religious world, you have to cultivate what Allah Ta'ala mentions in Quran many, many times. Alladhina amanu. What will he say? Why? Wa amilu soliha. Ase kusintin jesin ben yoba ni wa. Asesin re bo ti wa oba ti si. Nti wan je iwa oni ti Islam pe ni wa nínú ìwà ó ní pé deal with people with good. The hadith that we mentioned, hayyin layyin, the man who is easy on himself and is easy upon the people. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, tuhrimun nar ali. And we have made the nar, the hellfire. He did not even say the one who is praying salah or who is fasting Ramadan. No. He just said, hayyin lahyin, the man who is easy on himself. Know that your deen, Islam that you have chosen, as established from Sharia, that your body has a right over you, that yourself, you have right over yourself, that your family has a right over you, that your husband has a right over you, that your wife has a right over you, and those rights you must fulfill without failure. So one of the rights, for example, of a husband over the wife is that the husband must provide a home for the wife. One of the rights of the husband over the wife was that the man must provide the feeding and the sheltering for the wife. It is not non-negotiable. One of the rights of the lady, of the wife, is that she must protect the property of the husband. She must not go beyond the commandment of the kill you from